First lie was told in Genesis. In today's sermon, we'll observe the first children who were born. First murder took place. Contrary to popular belief, didn't take place in South Dallas. It took place in Genesis. In fact, not only was it the first murder, but it was the first death of a physical nature. Today, as we look at the sermon, we want to see what lessons and principles we can gain and glean from the life of this marked man. I need you to do something today. I need you to put your traveling shoes on.
All right, all right.
Take them out of your spiritual closet. Go with me. Go back down in Genesis.
Yes, yes.
I want to take us back to a place called the Garden of Eden.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Got to go back in order to come up. You know what I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
Garden of Eden, a place of eternal bliss.
Yes, sir.
Garden of Eden, a place of no more heartaches. The Garden of Eden, where there was a place, was a place of no pain or suffering. The Garden of Eden, place of no trouble.
Well.
The Garden of Eden was a place of no tribulation. No heartaches, no pain. It was a place of Eden. And in this place was where God created, formed the first man. God took from the rib man, took a rib and formed Eve, a woman. It was there in the garden that Adam and Eve sinned against God. And you remember the story. That because of their sin, the temptation that they fell prey to, caused the expulsion of Adam and Eve from Eden. Because of their sin, because of their disobedience, caused the excommunication of Adam and Eve from Eden. They had to exit the garden because they disobeyed God.
Yes.
When they exited the garden, the Lord put a sword up in the garden. Let them know you can't come here anymore.
Yeah.
And as they went out, of course you remember how they had been cursed.
Well.
Adam had to work
Right.
by the sweat of his brow.
Right.
Adam, who had known nothing about sweating, had to earn his keep from working. And Eve, bless her bones, she had to go through pain. Pain of childbearing. And as a result, they had some boys.
All right.
The first son's name was Cain. Cain's name means possession.
Yeah.
Cain was the tiller of the ground.
Yes, sir.
Cain was a man of agriculture.
Uh-huh.
If you will, Cain had a green thumb. Whatever Cain touched grew. If Cain put his hand to the plow, you can count on a crop coming up. Cain's brother was later born by the name of Abel.
Yeah.
Abel's name literally means breath.
Yes, sir.
He was the keeper of the sheep. Unlike his brother who was in the field of agriculture, Abel was in the field of livestock.
Uh-huh.
He raised sheep. Cain and Abel presented offerings before God. Cain presented an offering from the ground, whereas Abel presented an offering of the firstling of the flock.
Right.
And as God looked at their offering,
Yes, sir.
he smiled on one and frowned on the other.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
One offering caused God to smile,
Well.
whereas another offering caused God to frown.
Crown. Yes.
I wondered, sisters and brothers,
Yes.
both of them had an offering.
Right.
Why would God frown on one
Well.
and then smile on the other? It was God that caused the fruit to come from the ground.
Right.
And you're saying that God frowned on that offering.
Well.
Then it was that he smiled on the other offering.
Yes, sir.
Why is it that God smiled on one
Well.
and frowned on the other? After studying the text and researching the text, I came to the conclusion that God did not necessarily have respect of persons, but it was not necessarily the offering that they gave, because the lambs came from God,
Right.
and the fruit came from God.
Yes.
It was not in the lamb. It was not in the fruit. It was in the ones who were presenting the offering.
Right.
And when we learn more about Cain, we'll understand why it is that God frowned on his offering
Yes, sir.
more than he smiled on Abel's offering. It was not the offering itself, but it was the attitude behind the offering. Help me, somebody. That's why the writer says in the New Covenant that God loves a cheerful giver. God looked at the attitude of the persons who were presenting the offering. So what are you saying, Brother Pastor? I'm saying to us, God is saying if you want him to smile on the offerings, then give the offerings out of a sincere and cheerful heart. Somebody's praying with me. And so it was when his offering, Cain's offering, was frowned upon, he got mad. He did. The Bible said he got angry. He got real mad. He got mad. He got real mad. And God said to him, why are you angry? Why is it that your countenance has fallen, Cain? Verse 7 says, he says, if you do well, shalt thou not be accepted. If your attitude is right. That's right.
All right.
Yes, sir. He says, and he says, if you don't do well, watch what he says. Sin lies at the door. In other words, if you don't get right, sin is right around the corner. Something worse is about to go on, Cain, if you don't get your attitude right. And so it was that Cain talked with Abel, his brother. And it came to pass that they were in the field one day, and Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and killed him. Cain rose up against his own flesh and blood, and he rose up against his own baby brother, and killed his own brother. Cain rose up because of his jealousy and his anger. He rose up